Hi everybody, happy Monday. I hope you had a really restful, relaxing Thanksgiving break. What we're going to do today, we made today nice and simple for you because we're all kind of starting to get back in the swing of things. First, we're going to watch a video. It's kind of an inspirational video. We're going to watch it and I want you to think about what stood out to you. What is the theme of the video? Remember, theme is the lesson learned. And why is this an important message? So let's watch.
Find something you love to do. Do it every day. Be obsessed. Balance can come later. Use your imagination. Put pen to paper. Declare your intentions. Set small goals. Knock them off, set more goals.
You have a lot of potential as a child, but none of that is capable of manifesting itself as freedom before you become disciplined.
Build confidence. Grow a deep belief. Outwork people. Play the long game. You don't have to be the chosen one. The secret is to build the resolve and spirit to enjoy the plateaus. The times when it doesn't feel like you're improving and you question why you're doing this. If you're patient, the plateaus will become springboards. Finally, never stop striving, reaching for your goals until you get there. But the truth is, even when you get there, even when you get here, standing on this stage, it's the striving, fighting, pushing yourself to the limit every day that you'll miss and you'll long for.
If you want to be a grocer or a general or a politician or a judge, you will invariably become it. That is your punishment. If you never know what you want to be, if you live what some might call the dynamic life, but I will call the artistic life, if each day you are unsure of who you are and what you know, you will never become anything, and that is your reward.
When you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way it is, and your life is just to live your life inside the world, try not to bash into the walls too much, try to have a nice family life, have fun, save a little money. Life can be much broader once you discover one simple fact, and that is everything around you that you call life was made up by people that were no smarter than you.
How many of us, I wonder, can recall that childhood moment when we experience happiness as a state of being, that single moment of untarnished joy, that moment when everything in our world, inside and out, was all right. Everything was all right.
Okay, so here we have this video that is talking about going after your dreams unyieldingly. You need to go after them and push those boundaries and strive for what you hope for and what you hope to be. And that's what's going to bring you joy in life. Pushing the boundaries, not just sitting still and doing what the world says you need to do. Really thinking about what is it you want to do with your life and how do you achieve that and how do you push and push and push to get there. Okay, so interesting video. I hope you let that sink in. You think about it for a little bit. Let's move on to our warm-up. You are going to go into Schoology and you are going to complete the warm-up called Monday 11:30. And you're going to read this passage and I'll read it to you real quick. And then you are going to answer questions about it. I think there's 4 multiple choice questions. The first passage for today is called Camera in the Sky. Professional photographers often have to take calculated risks to get the perfect shot, but few photographers are willing to take the plunge like Tom Sanders. His enthusiasm and daring have made him one of the world's most legendary skydiving photographers. From fearful to fearless. If you watch Sanders leaping out of a plane today, weighed down with heavy camera equipment, you would never guess that he was once terrified of heights. That fear is what launched his remarkable career. I was doing a course in building self-confidence, says Sanders, and one of the assignments had to involve something you were scared of doing. I was petrified of heights, so my assignment was to jump out of a plane. After about 50 jumps, Sanders did more than conquer his fear. He began to enjoy the thrill of parachuting. Today, Sanders never lets fear prevent him from trying something new. He says he wakes up every morning and asks himself, how am I going to enjoy the most out of this life? Falling feats. These days, Sanders is comfortable enough to shoot astonishing photographs while dropping thousands of feet in free fall. For one advertisement, he snapped photos of stunt riders driving motorcycles out of an airplane door. For another ad campaign, he photographed a sofa as it plummeted to the ground. He has also recorded enormous group dives in which hundreds of skydivers join hands to create beautiful flower-like formations. So very interesting. You're going to go into Schoology, complete the warm-up, and then you'll return, and we are going to work on this next task. So what you're going to start off with is a quick write. I want you to think about the following quote. Sometimes a small advantage someplace in life can yield tremendous results someplace else. So if we break this down, it sounds kind of confusing at first, but a small advantage, that means something made easier for you, right? If I'm playing, let's say if I'm playing chess against my brother, he knows how to play chess and I don't. So he has a huge advantage, right? So if you have some small advantage somewhere, some thing that makes life a little bit easier, then life can yield tremendous results someplace else. So if you choose to make life easier or you choose to play on your strengths in one area, then it can help you to have great results elsewhere in your life, okay? So we do this a lot in teaching. We try to save time in some places so we can spend more time working with you guys than others, and it makes all the difference. So think about that, and what does it mean? What does it mean to you? Now we're going to watch this video. It's a TED Talk. It's quite old. I think I'm judging based on his style, but let's watch it. I think it's very interesting.
I'm used to thinking of the TED audience as a wonderful collection of some of the most effective, intelligent, intellectual, savvy, worldly, and innovative people in the world, and I think that's true. However, I also have reason to believe that many, if not most of you, are actually tying your shoes incorrectly. Now, I know that seems ludicrous. I know that seems ludicrous, and believe me, I lived the same sad life until about 3 years ago. And what happened to me was I bought what was for me a very expensive pair of shoes, but those shoes came with round nylon laces, and I couldn't keep them tied. So I went back to the store and said to the owner, I love the shoes, but I hate the laces. He took a look and said, oh, you're tying them wrong. Now, up until that moment, I would have thought that by age 50, one of the life skills that I had really nailed was tying my shoes. But not so. Let me demonstrate. This is the way that most of us were taught to tie our shoes. Now, as it turns out, thank you. Wait, there's more. As it turns out, there's a strong form and a weak form of this knot. And we were taught to tie the weak form. And here's how to tell. If you pull the strands at the base of the knot, you can see that the bow will orient itself down the long axis of the shoe. That's the weak form of the knot. But not to worry. If we start over and simply go the other direction around the bow, we get this, the strong form of the knot. And if you pull the cords under the knot, you will see that the bow orients itself along the transverse axis of the shoe. This is a stronger knot. It will come untied less often. It will let you down less, and not only that, it looks better. We're going to do this one more time. Start as usual. Go the other way around the loop. This is a little hard for children, but I think you can handle it. Pull the knot, There it is, the strong form of the shoe nut. Now, in keeping with today's theme, I'd like to point out, and something you already know, that sometimes a small advantage someplace in life can yield tremendous results someplace else. Live long and prosper.
Okay, so let's think about this. The small advantage he made for himself. This is super hassle when he was tying his shoes the other way and his shoelaces kept coming untied, and it's irritating. You're having to fix them all the time. You feel like you have to get new shoes. Like, it's crazy, right? So he talked to the guy in the shoe store and he showed him how to tie his shoes in a way that the knot is stronger. And that little thing made his life so much easier. So making that tiny change made a huge positive result in his life. So that's what we mean when we say a small advantage, so a small positive change can yield or have huge positive results in your life. Okay, so you're going to kind of build on your quick right now. So what is a change, big or small, that you have made that has benefited your life? So here's some sentence starters for you. Typo, Mrs. Garza. A change I have made in my life is, fill in the blank. It has made my life better because, and you fill in the blank. Minimum 2 sentences, but I'd shoot for 3 to 4. You guys are good writers. You can produce more than just 2 sentences. Okay, if you have any questions, contact me or Mrs. Garcia. We're happy to help you, and we hope you have a lovely day. Also, quick PSA, progress reports go out this week, so make sure you're caught up on all of your work and ask us questions if you have